What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jared Gray with my co-host Nino Brown, aka DDP, and your boy Boomer. We've got a special guest tonight, my guy Nigel Smith. How you doing, my guy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming on. I understand you're busy. You got spring ball, cutting hair, and everything. So I get you. I understand what's going on. Real quick, favorite song. Let's start it off with
Um, Power Trip, J. Cole and Miguel.
nice, solid one.
All right.
Favorite song pregame.
Um, I'll just go with the classic, Dreams and Nightmares. I'll go with the classic one.
All
Bet,
right.
bet. I feel you. I feel you.
Meek Millie. All right.
All right, so we're gonna go bounce back and forth. Me and Nino. I'll let Nino kick it off, and we'll go from there.
All right. You grew up in Texas. Football is the way of life in Texas, right? Talk to us about the Friday night lights, and playing football on Friday and everything's shutting down and how it is out there. Everything's bigger in Texas, so.
I did grow up in Texas, and everything is bigger in Texas. But I was always kind of a football fan, but I really liked basketball more. I was a ball boy growing up for Little Elm, where I came from, and I did it. I had started playing football by that time, started to enjoy it, and just seeing those older kids like in high school, being around them when I was younger. I always thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Just Friday Night Lights, all the fans, and everything. And now being in it, I mean, it's something else for sure. Going to other states and or people coming to visit us and talking about how it is and how much different it is, and I mean, it's a lot.
Like when you go to that corner store, they know who you are and they're all telling you, good luck Friday, right? It's
Yes,
crazy.
sir. Hmm.
Boomer,
It's
take it
crazy
away.
how big a small town can be. Your town is big. You
Hmm.
know, but
But we're
your
still.
football field is even bigger. So there's that. You guys don't mess around, Melissa. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Um, so spring ball just finished. Your game was Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
So how was that? How did the game go? And what you've been working on the most?
It was fun. Coaches, I only got two drives, and one of them was a one-play drive. So got in about 5, 6 plays. Then was just cheering them on the rest of the time. Did a little throwing competition. I won it. Launched it
Nice.
50. But I could have thrown a little farther, to be honest. Just I need to warm up a little more. Get my form down. But 50 was good for me. And
So we might see a little OBJ pass from you
hey,
later in
I'm
college,
always
right?
I'm always down for it. Maybe even in high school I'll break it out. Just
Hey, I'm gonna
I'll,
need video for sure.
hey, it'll be everywhere. Trust me. It'll be
He's
everywhere.
100%.
ready to go viral. He's ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the things I've been working most on is we had last year switched to a different front, and I'm playing a head up four now, and so I wanted to really master that head up four, just pass rush wise, coming transferring from a head up four going down to the B, rushing from a three, and also vice versa, rushing from a five. Just getting a lot better at that. Just playing the run, staying aggressive, whether I'm down keying, hands on tackle, reading the guard, or I'm just playing down to the guard and ripping and running. I've been working a lot more on just being able to have strong hands and playing without thinking now that I have this defense down, and I feel that I've really gotten the hang of it.
My man's cerebral already. He's only a junior in high school. You can just hear it and just the way he carries himself. Uh, you are going to be one scary individual as things going forward. I'll tell you that right now. Being one of the top defense linemen of the year, right? How do you feel about that with all the work that you've put into it and seeing it come to a culmination this year, being at the top of your craft? How did that feel?
It really did feel good because I mean, growing up, you see all these guys that I mean, I grew up with around basketball, and RJ Hampton was a guy that
Okay,
at
yeah.
my school he was the dude, and I mean, just had all the offers, the rankings, stuff like that, and I really never thought I would be in the position I'm in right now. I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and it really is just surreal. Just having random people know me. One of my buddies' dad He was just down in Ohio, and I just heard this story from him after a spring game. He was in Ohio for some firefighting stuff at a deal with like 5,000 firefighters. Ohio's far away, and he told me they went to a bar and were talking. They asked where he's from. He said Melissa, and they were like, Melissa? Nigel Smith goes there. Like they started talking about me, and it really was good to hear. Like it was awesome that people down in Ohio, just some Ohio State fans, know who I am, hear Melissa, and they think of me, and just really good to be in that position.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
that's crazy. You know, Ohio State's in your top 8, right? So I mean, there's that, and you got an official visit there coming too, right?
June 2nd coming up.
Ooh, that's what's up. Coming up early.
Couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
You know, hey, we cut it up the other day about hair cutting. Obviously, I cut my own hair. I've been cutting my guys' hair, but it seems to be your niche right now, and you know everybody's coming to Nigel for haircuts. So tell me a little about it.
I got into it just cutting my little brother. His hair was rough, and so I buzzed him, and I've always watched haircutting videos and thought they were real interesting, like satisfying, just fading hair. And so I started getting into it about a year ago, really getting serious into it about 5 months ago, just actually cutting hair on the regular. And so I've gotten pretty solid at it I've cut under 30 cuts, but I think I've gotten really good at it. And I mean, I've got the equipment now for Christmas, and now I'm able to charge, and people come to me. I'm starting to get more and more customers. So it's more of like a hobby, but it's just something I enjoy in my free time, and I've gotten a lot better at.
So we're gonna start a page called Nigel's Big Cat Cuts.
I might need to, so I get some more clients.
I love it. I love
I
that.
got you.
Oh man. We talked about visits and stuff like that. How's the recruitment process been? And does it feel good now to finally dwindle it down to a small list of schools?
It does. It really does. Going down to my top 8, it kind of just lifted a weight off my shoulders. Just hearing from some schools that I hated to say, but like I really wasn't as interested in as these other schools, and didn't feel as just confident in going there as I did in my top 8. And so it sucks to tell them that like we've been building a relationship, but I want to go separate ways. And it really did help though. Just being able to focus on spring ball, drop that top 8 and my OVs, and now get those people have questions, interviews out the way, and just finish up the year strong.
You know, we talk about official visits and stuff, and Rutgers is on your list, as well as Oklahoma, Penn State, Alabama, all these guys, right? And obviously, like I'm going to ask the question, how much does Greg Schiano's presence put them on the list?
Coach Schiano is just one of my favorite head coaches in the nation, to be honest. I love his mentality when it comes to football. I love his just being around him makes me feel like I'm getting better at something just listening to him talk. He's very he's a big motivator, and it's just funny how things came along with him. I was still going into my sophomore year early that summer, right after my freshman year ended. Weird how we met. I had some family down there, and just ended up running into him, and he asked me to go to camp. I went, got the offer, and we've built a very, very good relationship since. So I think that they're well deserving of that top 8 spot.
I appreciate that. That's cool.
I like the way he's talking about, Rutgers isn't that far away from me. So, I may be able to go see Nigel a little bit more than you can now. So I wanted to ask you, you've seen a lot of guys. You're a top defensive player. You've seen a lot of offensive guys come across, whether it be on the line or a running back or a quarterback that you've seen. Who's one of the top offensive players that you faced this year, and why?
Ooh, all right. The top offensive player that I faced this year, is it's a kid from Lovejoy, and I mean he was getting after it. They had three really good receivers. Parker Livingstone, um, shoot, but they had three really good receivers, and that though really it was all three of them that I really felt um, were the best we've played. I mean, our coaches were just not stressing, but they were making sure we stay locked in on those guys throughout that week of practice. So I'll say it was just definitely those three Lovejoy receivers.
Okay, cool.
What's something about Nigel Smith, the person, that people don't know that we haven't really talked about and really haven't hit on?
Something about me that people don't know too much is usually I say this, I guess, but something about me, I'm a big anime guy. I love anime. I've been watching it since I was a kid, so I'm big in anime.
Gohan or Goku?
Goku. Gohan, I didn't like the way it went. Just with him growing up to be a scholar when he could have been this strong. The latest movie was good, but I'm
I feel
a
you.
Goku guy.
I'm sorry. I'm just the one punch guy. That's me.
I'm a big one punch guy too. Saitama gets after it. So
Yeah, he
He
got
does.
that little crippled swagger to him, and then all of a sudden he hits you with that one, and you're done.
he gets after it.
uh you know, there's only one Nigel Smith, right? There's no other one. But who's a guy, maybe in the NFL or at the collegiate level that you might study, to take a few tips and better your craft from?
The guys I really love to watch their game is one Myles Garrett. He's I'll say probably my favorite player in the league right now. I love his game, just how he goes at it. I really think our personalities are a lot alike as well. Just he's a big anime guy, loves basketball on the side and just the things he does, but he is able to bend around the corner so well. He's quick, fast twitch. I just love how he plays his hands, things like that. His pass rush, I just take a lot of that. Then I Chase Young more so in college. He's been injured a lot for a while in the NFL, so I like to watch his college film. And then the Bosa brothers, they really get after it. I love how they play. Um, um, Joey has been tearing it up.
Yeah.
Nick has, I mean, shoot, that boy Nick is just he's probably he's definitely top three DNs in the league right now.
I
So,
agree. Yeah.
winning that defensive MVP, I just love their game, and they're both a little different, but just taking things from both of them. I'll sit down and watch a game and just sit there and focus on them.
That's what's up. All right. So it'd be absolutely criminal of me to not ask about my Sooners. What has drawn you to them? I know you've been on visits with them. You got an OV scheduled for them soon. What is it about Oklahoma that attracts you to them as a program?
The coaching staff definitely is one of the biggest things. The fan base is just unlike many others. They love to stay on Twitter and make sure they want you there.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say Coach Venables has put together a really good coaching staff, and just how a lot of these guys mix, and especially when it comes to like Coach Chavis and Bates. Just Chavis, a younger, high energy guy, still he wears cleats to practice. Just things like that. And Coach Bates, a little bit older but still young, more of a wise guy, knows the right things to say, always putting together like little raps and poems and things. And I think they mix really well. They have a good history at Clemson of putting guys into the league, and even this last draft, the guys that they developed and recruited they had 2 first rounders, I think, a second or third rounder. I mean, those guys they have a history of developing, and I really think that I just fit in well with not only their defensive scheme, but just the program itself and how it's held with that sole program Coach Venables has going, and just how they hold their guys accountable.
They had a top 5 recruiting class last year. Could be even better this year if all of you guys decide to come on. Hey, I got to root my people on. So, I mean, that's what I got to do. So, you know that we are going to support you no matter where you go. Obviously, I know Penn State's really big. I love on the all-white game. I think it's got to be an OB for me. It's like I need to go check out an all-white game for sure.
Love to go to one.
We have one more question. We always do it.
I actually got one more off chalk. I got to ask him because we were speaking before you came on. Now, you're 6'5", 260, and you're a junior in high school. As a junior in high school, I'm 40, right? As a junior in high school, I was like 5 foot flat, 102 pounds. All right, so you're like almost damn near double me. You know what I mean?
2.5.
What is like your daily regimen to eat? Like, how many calories a day are you eating? You know, because you're working out 2-3 times a day, whether it be with football or in the gym. I know it's an odd question. I don't know if you count them, but where do you think your calorie count is just to maintain where you're at?
This summer, I'm really taking my just how many calories I eat a day, just taking all of that in and doing all the math and things. But right now, every morning, so I'll wake up, go get my lift in. Especially now spring ball's over, I'll just get up, go do my lift, whatever my trainer sends me for that morning. And then I'll have my about 1.5 to 2 scoops of protein. So, and it's close to 30 grams of protein per scoop. So I'm probably taking about 45 in, 40 grams for that one shake. It'll fill me up till about lunchtime. And for lunch, I'll have 5 eggs, 4 pieces of.
You're good, buddy.
Kennedy Brantley.
Can you hear me? I am live. Nigel's coming up in about 5 people, and then they'll announce it via the Jumbotron. They do it big in Texas.
Letter is committed to Oklahoma State University and plans to pursue a degree in business. Letter
Sorry about that. Little technical difficulty.
The first in Silver State. Playing, actually plays for the King College in football. River Payne. Jackson Ford. Stephen and Kenny Ford. Number 5 plays tight end. Plans to play football at the University of Oregon and obtain a MBA. Jackson Ford. Christian Turner. Played by Kendrick and Natalie. Number 4 plays wide receiver on the team. He's part of the Argo and recipient of College Board National African American Recognition Program award for high scholastic achievement. Currently holds 10 offers right now. He plans to study business administration. Christian Turner. Number 3, plays running back. Plays college football and do his master's degree. Number 1, plays wide receiver. Last year, we certification for the church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Played 2-1 college football. Lincoln Dunn. Brando. This one got Doug and Edward Brando. Number is Giro, by safety. Plays for King College and competing playing football. Brandon Brando.
Here we go.
Nigel Smith Commitment. So let's go to Nigel's parents, Nigel and Kirsten Smith, along with his 4 younger siblings, Kate, Kennedy, Christian, Smith, and part of the 2-1 football team, defensive end for the Carl County. Nigel also plays varsity basketball in the 9th, 10th, and 11th in Powerhouse. High school, he played for Penn University and played football and real estate license. that guy. I'm bringing it. Thank you so very, very much. You've been really, really good.
Hey, come on. Hey, back in. There you go. Packed house, former Sooner. We called it from the get-go. Trying to hate on us. Who he is. For life. Hey, game time. Thank you for coming. CFP Nation, give us a shout out. Give us a follow. We appreciate you guys. Until the next commitment. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.